All right. All right, guys. So welcome to Zap. Tonight we're going to take you through and give you guys all a tour and give everybody an idea of how to set up your Zap website. We'll take you through. We'll show you. Bear with me. We're going to switch the screens here. Got two screens going. Okay. Does everybody see Zap on my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So let's get started. So like I said, what we're going to do is we're actually going to take you through setting up your website tonight. We're going to give you a little tour of that. We're going to show you, start off by showing you the layout of the website, how it works, so you have an idea of why it's set up and how it's set up. We'll then go into the back end, show you how to set up the website, take you through, show you how to add a customer, and we'll show you guys some of the basic getting started features. I'll also dive into the mobile apps a little bit, but we also offer a advanced class for Zap learners where we'll take you deeper into the program. So I like to start off, by just giving you guys a little tour of it and how to set it up, because I don't want to overwhelm anybody. So, with that being said, we're going to get started and start by showing you guys the website. But before we dive into that, I want to let anybody know, if you have any questions throughout this whole training, please jump in, ask it anytime. Simply take yourself off mute. As long as you got no loud vacuums or anything in your background, you can keep yourself off mute. Interrupt me. I'm okay with that. So let's get started. So let's start by taking a look at what your Zap website looks like. So this here is what everybody receives, and just to get the ball rolling with this, one of the most important things that you can have in today's industry, to me, is a great website. I think, by having a website, it's our virtual presence now. Everybody's been in an experience where, no matter what you're doing, take housing out of it, whether you're going to a hotel, a restaurant, buying something, whatever, everything we do now, we research online through Google. So when someone goes online and let's say your friend refers you to, someone they work with, and now they say, oh, great, yeah, Rob's the best realtor in the world. He's unbelievable. They could do the best job selling me. That person's still going home and they're Googling me. So with that being said, I need to have a good presence online. So either A, if you don't have a website, this is a must right away. B, you may have a website that may not be a great presence or image for your business online. One of the things, we just got back from Century 21 Fall Fest. Anybody out there at Fall Fest this week? Shout out. All right, awesome. So it was an awesome experience. Some great learning. And, one of the things was our president and CEO of Century 21, Nick Bailey, talked a lot about today's market. And there was a couple things I want to throw out there. And, one of the first things was that right now, 78% of all home buyers are under the age of 30, are at the age of 37 and under. So one of the most important things that they're looking for is a digital experience. And that number was mind-blowing, because I didn't realize truly how many of these home buyers were looking for this experience. And it's something I've been preaching, and I knew it was a large amount, but I had no idea it was that high. So, that's an awesome stat to hear. And by having Zap and all that comes with it, you're able to compete with that market of home buyers. So, this is going to give you that digital presence that wows your consumer experience. So let's take a look at the website. Starts off, it's all about the search. We'll show you guys, you can customize the background here. So this background with this nice little ocean shot can be customized. I will tell you, when we were starting the website, that was the toughest part, was finding a photo that encompassed all of our areas. And we were able to do that with this photo, but it was a big struggle when we we're trying to build it. So know you're breaking a little piece of my heart when you try to change this photo. I'm just kidding. Change it with a house you've sold, something fun, something that represents your area, your business, but you just want to make sure that it's in a good image quality. You don't want something that's grainy and makes you look crappy. So as we scroll down, you'll see it's all about the property search. You'll see your info here. One of the first things you're going to see underneath there is My Client Testimonials. So one of the great tools we give here you here at Century 21 Northeast is a program called Real Satisfied Surveys. And Real Satisfied Surveys is a great program because what it does is it's automatically going to request your customer's testimonial following a closing. So once you close on the deal and it's closed out in MLS, our system updates that and automatically sends an email to your customer from you, the agent, asking for a brief testimonial after the closing. So it's automatic. It comes from you. It's all branded to you. It's from your email. It's all about you, but we're doing the work for you. And now you start to build up your testimonials. And one of the things it'll do is it'll also give you that star rating. We all love the star rating on anything we buy online. We always read how many stars it has, and that's going to appear right under your name. But what's cool about the Real Satisfied Surveys is you actually get to control what actually hits the public. So it's not like Google or Yelp where someone can post good and bad reviews. You actually get to accept and decline the reviews that you want. So, that's a great tool to have. You'll have your little intro here. We'll show you guys how to input that. But you want to make sure you keep this short and sweet. The reason for that is because as we scroll down, you're going to see here my experience, my credentials and membership, my community involvement. This is your biography. So your biography, virtually, it's in bullet points because consumers, everybody out there, I'm sure a bunch of you guys out there online tonight are Amazon.com people. And that's what we do. We go in here, we look at the star ratings, then we click on it. But whenever you read a product description on Amazon now, you'll always notice it's in bullet point. And the reason for that is a customer will read about 20% of a paragraph, yet they'll read 90% of bullet points. And then what we always do every time we're buying something, visiting a hotel, whatever it is, we always scroll down until we hit this, reviews. We're always going to read the reviews. So that's why when you look at your website, it's set up for how customers respond online. So you'll have your experience, your credentials and memberships, and your community involvement. And what you'll notice, they're all in bullet point. As we continue to scroll down, you'll see properties I've toured. This is a great feature that we cover more in our advanced class. But what you have the ability to do is actually write reviews on properties as you show them, view them through open houses, however you see them. You actually have the opportunity to write a quick review on it. But these are great social media posts. And that's one of the things we're going to help you do in our advanced class is when agents go out and buy websites, many of you out there have done this already. If you haven't, you don't have to because you have Zap. But a lot of agents prior to Zap would buy their own websites through companies like RLS 2000 and, other independent companies that would help build agent websites. But what they didn't do is they didn't promote them, and really it comes down to you, the agent, to promote them just like we have to promote our website. Because when someone goes out and Googles Saugus, Mass real estate, your website is not coming up on anywhere on the first 10 pages. So this will help you become stronger at driving traffic to your website by taking simple things like this link here, posting it on your social media. Because anybody who sees real estate online, they're clicking it and they're going to your website. And they're probably going to search more properties. So we'll spend more time on that in our advanced session. As we scroll down, you'll see local insights, basically just reviews on certain towns. Once you create these reviews, these will actually also pop out to century21.com corporate's website when anybody searches the towns you write insights on. Coming down the right-hand column here, you'll have areas you serve. These are areas that, you cover. You want to make sure that you spread this out geographically. If you cover all the way from Rhode Island to Maine, well, you don't want to, just fill your towns with the first 21 areas closest to you because now you're eliminating part of your coverage area. For example, if you cover Revere, Everett, Malden, well, if you put Everett or Revere or Malden, they probably know you cover the rest of the area if you go to Brockton and Salem, New Hampshire. We'll show you guys in our advanced session on how to write blogs. You can actually create your own blogs on here. Another great way to drive traffic to your website. And it's a really cool layout. You'll be able to come in here and then they'll be able to sort it by top stories, seller advice, buyer advice, cities, neighborhoods, trending news, home improvement. So it's a great way just to create a post on something you see online. Maybe you see a great article on Boston.com about the market. You'll have YouTube videos. You can post one YouTube video at a time. It could be a video of one of your homes, could be one of the Century 21 commercials, or as we learned at Fall Fest, one of the things you should be doing is videoing yourself. I am going to brave that world soon enough. I started today looking at ways to use more video in my business, and I encourage you all to do the same. So maybe it's a little video you post once a week or something. But again, it helps drive traffic to your website or give someone something to click on when they're online. And guys, I'm not drinking. I know you guys can see me on camera. I'm not drinking a Coors Light or something. It's a Diet Coke, I promise. So as we scroll down, you'll have your social media, links to all your social media sites. One of the cool things, they actually recently added Instagram, which is one of my favorite sites for agents to promote themselves on right now. Customers can share your page. We're going to show you guys the mobile app, but you actually have your own branded mobile app branded to you that customers can download from the Apple or Android stores. So if they click on one of these links by visiting your website on their cell phone, they'll actually be taken right to the specific store to download your app, and we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. And then you'll have links to companies you work with on a regular basis, your insurance companies, your closing companies. I ran out of stuff to talk about, so I was having a brain fart and typed in Papagino's. So mine's only for training purposes, but that's why you see Papagino's there. So let's go in and do a quick search. So we're going to hit search now. And now you'll see it's a nice, clean, easy layout. You know, as we scroll down, it's all branded to you. They've changed all the color schemes and logos to match our new brand. Someone can simply save their search by clicking Save Search here. They'll automatically receive regular updates on this search. We'll just sign in as me. Let's just sign in real quick. Have to see what email I use for this account because we've got a ton of them. All right, so let's just get the login and we'll be able to log in, show you a customer experience on here. Okay. Oh boy. Silly password. We can't get it here. We'll be able to just show you it anyways, but I'm going to give you the customer experience. Here we go. So now you'll see when they click Save Search, they can type in a search name and they can check it off to get email updates for the search. So if I hit save, I will now get updates regularly whenever there's an update on my search in Danvers. So as we scroll down, you'll see all the different properties. This pulls in from all of MLS, and we're going to give you a little data on that in a second. So let's go into like single families, easier to show. So now you go in, let's take a look at a property layout inside of Zap. So when you look at the property layout, you'll see the address and all the basic information up top. They can simply click request a showing. They can ask you a question. You see the homes I recently showed. This is just for training purposes. So they'd be able to see, oh, Rob's busy. He's shown all these homes recently. The more areas, the better it looks. Search by homes near this area, similar homes available. You'll see over here, go to see this home, request more info, and save. If they save the listing, they'll receive regular updates if there's a price change or anything like that. Now as we scroll down, one of the things I teach in my advanced class is actually how to do a buyer consultation using this system. Because one of the things that a buyer requires now is a digital experience. So you have that whole experience right through your website here. So what I teach you is how to, just like I teach you how to use this website, you teach your customers how to use it. By teaching your customers how to use it, they're not going to the Zillows and the Redfins of the world. They're going to your website. So as I take them through, the first thing that I would show them right here, last check for updates 18 minutes ago. The best way to explain this to your customer is most customers right now end up on Zillow, right? Everybody knows that. Well, National Association of Realtors actually published a statistic that 18% of all Zillow searches across the country are either under agreement or sold. Therefore, on average, almost 20% of the listings that you're viewing on Zillow in your search are either under agreement or sold. When you come to our website, this is updated every 2 hours directly from MLS. Another thing to point out to them that's awesome on our website is the walk score. When I click on the walk score, you'll see here, car dependent, Danvers, pretty car dependent town. You know, some areas as you move closer to the city, more reliable on the transit, somewhat bikeable. I can click here. If I click on the map, I'm going to see everything around me: restaurants, coffee shops, bars, groceries, parks, schools, shopping, entertainment, errands, and other nearby locations. So they see everything around them from a convenience standpoint. As we scroll down, you know, what's happened to many of us out there before, we pull in front of a house. The house is beautiful, and to the left and the right are two houses that should probably be torn to the ground. And that hurts the value of the nice home. So what I always say is take a tour of your neighborhood, see what the houses around you look like before we head out. So they can take a tour down the street using Google Maps. One of my favorite and the customer's favorite features is this travel time map. So I can look here and say, okay, by walking, how far can I get? Bike riding, buses. But let's face it, we're in an area that's pretty car dependent. So we click on the car, and let's say I go to work during rush hour. And when I go to work, I don't want to commute more than 40 minutes. These are all the areas that I can typically get to within 40 minutes from this home during rush hour. And this pulls in automatically from Google Maps. So this is a great feature to point out to your customers. Next is nearby transit. So if you're in the city area, you'll see all the bus lines, and you'll see the train stations, how close they are to the home, where they take you. You can click on it and get more details. So it's all about the transit. And also if there's car sharing apps, you see a lot of those car sharing apps out there, they're featured in some of the towns as well. And then they can learn a little bit more just about the town as they scroll down. So a great local page. As we continue to scroll, they can make notes and you can make notes. Great house. Let's keep on the side for now in case it drops in price. So now I have a note. Every detail in MLS pulled into this system. So you can tell your customer you're literally giving them access to MLS. Home value estimates. You would actually see the Zestimate right on your website. They were having an issue, but it should be resolved by tomorrow. But you would actually see the home value estimates right on your website. And you can see these right now in the mobile app. It's just a website issue that they're correcting, and that should be updated, like I said, by tomorrow. Price history, this will go back all the way to 1990. School district info, I can click on the school and get more details. Recently sold homes, pretty much how Zillow makes that Zestimate. Public record and a mortgage calculator. But for your customer, it's on one clean, easy to read page. And what follows them down the whole way is save and request a showing. So let's dive in and take a look at the back end. So to access the back end of Zap, you're going to go to new.myzap.com. Again, that's new, new.myzap.com. To log in, you're going to use your 21 online username and password. So while everybody's writing that information down, I'm going to share on my screen real quickly your mobile app for your customer. Okay. You guys should now see my phone on your screen. and you'll see on your screen that I am actually clicking on an actual app. So you guys will see the home page popping up on your screen there. You'll notice it's all branded to you. They can come on here. They can do a simple search. They can see their saved homes. So I'm in my account. I can see my saved homes. So you see I have a few saved homes there on the map. Can see my current location and all that. So I can see homes around me. I could do a search. Let's just do a quick search, and we'll just type in Revere, Mass. So now you'll see it's a nice, clean, quick search. For some reason, I think my phone's lagging a little bit on the screen here. So now you see my search. You see it's a nice layout, just like looking at Zillow or Redfin or any of those websites. When they click on the listing, you'll see all the data that you're providing to them right on one app. And this is all branded to you. You'll notice on the bottom of the screen, what follows them the whole way is a simple request a showing button. You'll notice the Zestimate on the screen, price history, school district info, all right on one easy page, again, right on the app. Any questions on that, guys? Okay, let's jump back into the website. So you guys should see my Zap dashboard back on your screen. Correct? Does everybody need a little coffee? Someone give me an okay. I see your screen.
I see your screen.
All right, there you go. Thanks. At least I know someone's awake. All right, perfect. All right. So what you guys are seeing now is the home page for Zap. So before I take you through any of this stuff, I want to jump in and just show you how to set up your website first. Because once we set up our website, there shouldn't be much more we have to do from a maintenance standpoint moving forward. So when you come into your website, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click up top here where you see your name. Now, when I click this drop down, yours will look a little different. You won't see this screen here. But what you are going to click on is where it says My Website. When you click on My Website, this is what you will see. So you'll notice here, as we scroll down, this is where you will set up everything for your system. So starting off, change cover photo. Simply click it. You'll see the minimum dimensions right here and the maximum file size. So anything you're building, if you have someone maybe creating a photo for you, maybe a photographer, a graphic artist, maybe you got a kid that loves to do this stuff for you. If you aren't into this all that much, your dimensions are right here. Simply choose a file, upload it, and post it like a regular email. If you need to edit your photo, you'll be able to hit the edit button here and just upload a new photo. If any of your contact info here is incorrect, shoot me an email. We'll get that taken care of right away. View My Website is a click link to take you right to your homepage of your website. Next, you are going to see two URLs here. So we'll highlight these real quick. So you'll see My Website URL first. This is your web address. So to get to your website, this is the website address you're going to type in. Well, I don't know about you guys out there, but I am not walking around Stop and Shop running into a friend that's thinking about buying a house. And first, I'm not remembering this URL, number one. Number two, neither's my friend. So what we're looking at here, what we need to do is you'd simply go out and purchase a domain name from GoDaddy. Let's just call it, for simple example, robdemico.com. So I can go to GoDaddy. I can purchase robdemico.com. When I purchase that, all I need is a basic domain. Do not let them sell you a million different products. You don't need it. All you're going to do is when you get that domain, when you go into your account, there's a button that says forward domain. All you're going to do, just like an email, you hit forward domain, you paste in this address right here, and you hit save. Now, every time someone types in robertdamico.com, it's automatically going to this link right here and pulling up this website. Any questions on that? Because I usually confuse a few people there.
Could you please repeat about the domain part again? I'm sorry.
What is it?
Could you please repeat about how to copy the domain that we buy?
Sure, absolutely. So what you would do is on GoDaddy, so when you buy the domain name, so let's say you buy robdamico.com, you can promote me if you want. But when you go to GoDaddy.com and you buy that domain, when you go into your account on GoDaddy, to set up the domain, there's going to be a button that says, would you like to forward your domain? You're going to hit forward domain, and it's going to ask, where would you like to forward it to? That's where you're going to paste in this address right here. So you're going to paste this in and hit save. And what that does is that tells GoDaddy that when someone types in robdamico.com, it wants it to forward that URL to this address. So I land on this page. Make sense?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. If anybody has any other questions, please continue to jump in. That's what we're here for. So now the next link you'll see is my mobile app URL. What your mobile app URL is this is the link that you can send to customers to download your mobile app directly from the Apple and Android stores. So this is typically best communicated via text message. And I'm going to show you guys some cool ways to share that when we go into the mobile app in a few minutes. But some agents have gone out and bought in a domain like robdamicosApp.com. So I could take robdamicosApp.com and forward it, just like I did my domain, to this. So I could have robdamico.com, and that forwards to this. But if someone goes on their cell phone and types in robdamicosApp.com, they would go to this URL. And what that would do is that would prompt whether it's an Apple or an Android phone to pop up a message saying, we'd like to open this in your app store. And they would be directed right to the Century 21 app. And as you can see, it has your name in it. So when they download the app, it's paired to you. Any questions on that? No questions. Going once, going twice. Sold. Okay, we'll keep moving along. So as we scroll down, now we're going to add some content to our website. So we'll cover these other 3 tabs. These are already set up for you on your website. Buy a home and sell a home are set up as custom pages, generic right now. And you can customize these pages. So I've actually customized mine a little bit, so that's not a good deal. There we go. So that's what a customized page looks like. But you can set it up for yourself through these tabs here and build it for you. And we cover that in our advanced class. You can also create custom pages for any pages you want to include on your website as well. But what we're looking at right now is the About Me. So this here is your personal statement. Like I mentioned, our biography is going to be included in these sections here, which I'll show you how to enter into. What we're looking at for our personal statement is right here. A quick, brief overall view of what you're covering. This is Rob D'Amico. Welcome to robdamico.com. I cover 4 states and can help you buy, sell, rent, lease, do whatever you want in home ownership. Quick, short, and sweet. To do that, you simply hit the little pencil here, type away, and hit save. Pretty simple. Next, you'll have YouTube videos. You can simply go to YouTube. When you click on a video and you're inside a specific video, you'd simply copy and paste the URL at the top here and paste it into here and hit add, and it would add your video or change out your video. Next is social media. So we're going to disconnect my Facebook for a minute so we can reconnect it. So to set up a social media, you'll simply click the icon and follow the prompts. So you're going to notice here for Facebook, it wants me to log in. I'm going to log in. If you have a business page that you use for your business and a personal page for your personal, you can pick which one you want to show and have customers click on your website, but you will see all of your pages, including your personal page, under your link here. So I'm going to click it and link it to my personal page, and I hit done. Now the icon is lit up like Facebook colors, and now customers, when they go on my website, will be able to click on one of these links here to go to my Facebook page.
And to link that, what do we do? Just copy and paste the URL from Facebook, or?
Nope, it's actually going to automatically ask you. So once you click that little radio button I clicked and hit OK, it automatically connects it. You don't have to copy URL, nothing. It already has code with Facebook to automatically download that data to your Zap profile just by logging in.
Okay.
I'd recommend going through that for all these networks if you have accounts. This isn't a social media class, but real quickly, I'll recommend Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, 3 accounts that I would have in the real estate business today that I think are very useful to agents and as far as generating and promoting their business. Next, areas served. That's located right here. You can actually change the name of the topic. So if you want to change it to towns I cover, you can do that. Communities served, whatever you want to say. Then I can come down here. I can add cities. Let's say, scrolling everywhere. Let's add Saugus, Mass. Let's type in Saugus, Mass, and now you can see Saugus, Mass is added. Well, I'm from Saugus, so maybe I want that to be first. You can simply grab the name, drag it to the beginning, and drop it, and Saugus will now be listed first. Well, maybe I've decided to stop driving all the way up to Casco, Maine for real estate. I can simply hit the X here, and now Casco, Maine is off my list of areas served. You can have up to 21 towns here. I recommend fill all 21. Local agent insights. This is where I showed you on our homepage. They can see properties I've toured and also local insights. I'm going to show you guys a different area to set these up. You can do it from here, but I'm actually going to show you an easier link in a few minutes. This local SEO playbook. These are just tips and tricks for getting your name and your website promoted to other consumers. So you'll click on it, it'll make sure your links on all your websites, make sure you link it to, when you have a Facebook profile, make sure when I go to your Facebook profile, we can see your domain name. Everywhere we go, we look for domain names. Any website, anything I search, whether it's a restaurant, a hotel, an event area, shopping, we always look for websites. When they don't have a website, we don't go to them. So when I go on all these profiles, one thing you want to have is you want to have a website on everything. So these are just tips to help you build your business and grow through using this website. Next, you'll see resources. Resources are the simple links we showed you guys on the side here, your insurance companies, mortgage companies, Papagenos if you're interested. We can scroll down here. I can add names. So I can add, let's see, Low and Signs. Put in their website. And then I can put in a category. If I don't have a category, I could come here and type vendor. Add to navigation, save. And now if I refresh my page, you now see Low and Signs right on here. Now we keep scrolling down. Next, we see reviews. So all you need to do, because we are doing your real satisfied surveys. All you need to do is make sure this is clicked here. Display testimonials that are managed in Zap. As long as that button's clicked, every time you get a real satisfied, it's going to pop right on there. But the other option you have, maybe you get reviews on other websites. Maybe you have them from past companies. Maybe you have them on Zillow. Zillow kind of runs their own beast, so if they write it on Zillow, it ain't going anywhere else. Zillow doesn't allow that. So what we can do is, if you go to your Zillow profile, you can do a simple copy and paste. We're going to hit View All Testimonials, and then I can simply click right in the middle of the screen here, in front of the screen here, click here to add a new testimonial, and I would just paste right in and hit Add, and that would be added to my list of testimonials right here on my homepage. As we continue to scroll down, we got a few more little steps here, and then we're done with setting up. Next, you'll see my experience. I can click on my credentials and community involvement. All I need to do, add a new bullet. Type in the name, whatever I want there, create 21 certified, save. Now that's added. Maybe I want to take teacher out. Hover over to the trash barrel, hit delete. Yes. Maybe I want my certified Zap trainer right at the top. Hover it up. Now it's at the top. So you can manipulate these in any way you want to be laid out as you run your business. But what's great is if, down the line you add another topic that you want, highlighted at the top, you'd simply drag it up. The last thing, this is something we cover more in the advanced session. So if this isn't something you're familiar with, we cover this in advance. But if you are someone that is familiar with Google Analytics, Google Analytics is a tool that you can use to track everything on your website, how many visits you get, where they're coming from, how they get there, all that data for how to grow your website. That can be utilized right through Google Analytics. You would just create a tracking ID and hit save. For those who don't know what Google Analytics are or have never used it, join us for the advanced class and we'll take you more into that. So with that being said, before we dive into a customer and a little bit more of some of the other things Zap offers, does anybody have any questions on setting up your Zap website? Nobody, huh? Guys, I know it's getting cold out, but does everybody need a late afternoon coffee or anything? Feel free. All right. Well, we'll keep going. Any questions? Feel free to type in the chat as well if you're a little shy. But please, guys, ask me questions if you have any. So let's keep going. Let's go back to our dashboard. And let's just take you guys through a little bit of the dashboard. So from the dashboard perspective, you'll notice here we have 5 buttons. These appear right at the top of our home screen every day. Requests. These would be any requests for more information or for showings that I receive from my website. You will automatically get a text message and an email letting you know these requests are in here. But I'm going to show you guys the mobile app, which you should be looking at multiple times a day, every day anyways. So when we look at that here, we have requests. I'd see all my requests here. If I had any new leads, would look just like this as well. I'd see my new leads here so I could get in touch with them. If I had any meetings set up, one of the great things you can do in Zap is if I hit add, I can actually schedule my appointments right through here. So I can schedule a listing appointment, buyer consultation, showing appointment, or even other meetings right through here. And these will link with your own personal calendars on your phones, as long as you have the Zap app installed. So if I click on, for example, showing appointment, I can type in an address. I don't have any addresses, so I'm just going to pick whatever comes up. Going to Rhode Island. Now I can search by name. I'm going to show it to me. I can select the date. We're going to go on Friday. We're going to go at 2 p.m. Now I can choose to send Rob a confirmation email and a reminder email, and I can send him a confirmation and reminder text. I'm going to hit save on that. So now I can say I have one meeting set up. And now I know that Rob is going to get emails, and I just got a text message for my appointment. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to share my phone with you real quick again. So now you guys see my screen, and there you see my confirmation message. Pretty cool. So you'll see one of these is from this one here is for the consumer, and this one here is for you, the agent.
Can we use this calendar per se for clients that did not visit our website, but let's say just our personal clients? Can we add them in here and use the?
Yep, I'm going to show you guys how to add clients in just a couple minutes.
Okay.
So you can actually add them right into your website and just connect them like that. So I will show you that in just a few minutes. You'll also see your reminders. I'm big on reminders, guys. You'll be able to come in here and follow up all your customers. You know, you'll have a description. I'll show you how to set these up. To edit them, you'll hit actions, make a call, send an email, add a note, already done. And then you'll see Zap News down the bottom. Zap News is just the updates, you know, so you can see here, Zap Updates. This is a great one to watch for. They update the system typically every couple weeks. So now when I come in here, I can actually see updates that are made on a regular basis inside of the system. So it's always something to watch because they're literally adding stuff to this every couple weeks, guys. It's amazing. Okay. Updates due is the last tab. This will be if you get any leads from the company through Zap. If they're offered through us and they're a lead, you'll get them through here. And what'll happen is you'll just have to provide updates on a regular basis, and this is how you'll know when those updates are due. To update the contacts, you'll log a call or send an email right through the system, which I'll show you guys how to do when we're in a client. So now let's go up to add. So to add a new contact, I would simply hit the add button, and I can come down to new contact, and you'll see I can input individual contacts one by one, or I can actually import contacts from a spreadsheet as well. If you have your customers in an Excel sheet currently, what you can do is you can simply hit import contacts, and when you upload the CSV file from Excel, what you'll actually be able to do is you'll get to pick what column they go to. So as long as you have the column set up in there, it actually lets you choose the field. Awesome, very simple. The other thing you can do is if you have your contacts in Google Contacts, you can import them right from there. If you were to go in and add a contact, this is the basic info you would need to get started. First name, last name, email address, phone number. You would then hit add. But now you can see all the information you can collect. So you can see all the different information. You would then take it in and hit add. Once you hit add, you would then have the option, and I can't add any more contacts because I've literally ran out of test emails to use as dummy accounts. But what you'd be able to do is you'd then have the option to send them a welcome email or not. So let's say it's a new lead or somebody that's working with you now as a buyer, referral. Great, you could send them a welcome email. But, you know, I use this as my CRM as well. And sometimes when you're adding a customer, you don't always want to send them a welcome email because they may not want to go to your website, or they may not be a tech person, or they may be, you know, in their 90s, but I want them in my database. So you don't have to send that welcome email. You would just simply X out of it. Any questions on adding a contact? Okay, we'll move along. Well, let's click on contacts. So we click on contacts. You'll see here, I can sort by name, Zap score, last login, median price. You wouldn't see assigned agent. You could do last contact, so I can see who do I need to get in touch with that I haven't talked in a long time with. And then if I click on actions, you can see I can log a call, send an email if they had an email in there, or add a note. So let's click on me. I created myself as a little dummy account so I could track this stuff. So now when I come in, just going right across the top, we start with log a call. If I click log a call, I can log a call right in the system. I can select call scripts. There'll be call scripts here if I want to use a call script. I'll select the number that I called. It would then ask me, did I reach Rob? Yes. Now I can type in my notes. Rob is doing well and is searching, but isn't ready to start going to see properties just yet. I hit save, and now it's going to pop up another screen to add a reminder. So now I can say, okay, great. Rob's not ready yet. Is he ready for showings? And I can say, Rob wants me to call him in 2 weeks. So now automatically in 2 weeks, I'm going to call this customer. Now I'm not going to hit it because I got a bunch of my own reminders. But now once I hit save, on the 28th, this pops up not only on my desktop, but I'm going to show you guys the mobile app screen in a few minutes for follow-ups, which is amazing. But it's all about having a streamlined process. You know, one of the big things is there's so many things that we have to do right now. And a lot of agents right now are using 6 or 7 different systems. You can do so much of your communications and running your business within this one system. You can send an email right through here. You see my emails right in there. I can type in copying. You know, I can CC people. I can BCC people. I can type in a subject. I can select a script if I want to do a script. Attachments, photos, links, everything right in here. It's like doing a regular email, but I'm doing it through here. Can also drag and drop attachments here, and I would hit send email when I'm done. I can add a reminder. We're going to click on more. I can add a note through here so I can log my communications. So if maybe I call him or I run into him on the street, I can put a note in. If you have a team, you could share this contact with other members of your team if you're set up as a team in our system. And we're going to look at the rest of this stuff in a second. We're going to use sign in as contact. Ask for review, you're never going to use because we actually use Real Satisfied. But I could share my mobile app link with this person, so I could email it to them, send them a welcome email, or I could delete them. You'll also see Loop It, where I can actually create a loop for this person in .loop automatically. So I could say, okay, I want to do a mass offer package for this person. I hit create loop. It's going to bring all that data right in. Pretty cool, huh? Any questions on that, guys? Okay, as we keep scrolling down, next we'll have all their basic info. I can click the pencil to edit any of this. I can add more contact info. I can go through, change their status. When closing company leads, if you have any company leads, one thing to note, a lead that is not good is not closed, it's cold. Okay, guys? So if you're ever getting company leads from this and closing them out, if it's a bad lead and not good, it's not closed. That closed is for an actual property that you got paid for. So just make sure to keep that in mind. Client types, all that, you know, agents can fill in their personal details over here. I can put in their birthdays.
What's incubating?
Incubating means it's basically a long-term process. So let's say a lead comes in today. Most leads in today's day and age aren't really doing much of anything for anywhere from 12 to 24 months. So a lead may come in today, and one of the great ways to explain it is a great question, is Nick Bailey put it best yesterday. You know, I've been doing this business about 20 years now, 19 to be exact. And when I started in this business, there was no technology. You know, it was print advertising. It was MLS books. So our process from start to finish basically went agent or consumer, agent, house. The consumer needed us to purchase the house. Now the process is more consumer, house, agent. Because the customer, just like we all do in our regular day in lives, we research everything. They do the research. So now the consumer is doing that research. 97% of consumers want a realtor. They just don't want you to ready until they're ready to go look at houses. So if someone goes online, the average time is 12 to 24 months before they actually get out there and start buying something. So the incubation process is that process from new lead to let's go see properties, because that could be a short time frame or it could be a long time frame. So incubation is more of the status of staying in contact with them without pushing them too far over the edge. Make sense?
Yep.
Awesome. Good question. Great question. You can put all their desires, needs, wants, social profiles, all that stuff right in here. We keep scrolling down. We now come to what we call the Zap score. The Zap score is basically a tool that tracks everything the customer does on your website and mobile app. So I can hover over here and see Rob's used this account 10 times this week, 5 times last week, 10 times the week before, 4 times the week before that. He's logged into my mobile app that frequency. Saved to homes, none this week, none last week, 1, 2, 0. Opened emails, showings, schedule a showing, viewed homes. Everything that customer does is all tracked right on this wheel here. It tracks up to 20 different features on your website. What you can also see on the customer is exactly what they're looking for. So I can see the average price, the average bedrooms, the average bath, the average square footage and style. And then I can see where they're searching. So I see 95.8% of his searches in Saugus and 4.2 in Malden. You see exactly where and what the customer is searching. The reason this is so great is because, like I just mentioned, the process is now consumer, house, agent. Once that consumer does their research and narrows on an area, now you can sick on them. But when a customer starts their research, let's say they want to commute an hour and 15 minutes. That's about an average commute time now. So they want to commute an hour and 15 minutes, and they work in Boston. Well, their search could take them up to New Hampshire, down the South Shore, the western part of the state, right outside the city. Their search can take them all over the world. So this is so important to understand what and how much area the consumer is covering, so you notice how to focus on them. It takes all this stuff into account and tells you how much to focus on the agent. So because of my frequency, my searches, and where I'm looking, I'm a high contact to engage. Any questions on the Zap score? Okay, we'll keep moving along. Search activity. I can see the homes they've saved, searches they've saved, and recently viewed homes. I can see all the specifics right here by clicking view all. As I continue to scroll down, another spot to add a reminder. Reminders are everywhere. If you notice that, they want you to set up reminders everywhere you go. It will make you so much more efficient. And when I show you the mobile app, you're going to want to remind yourself not only of your business stuff, but you're going to start putting your personal stuff in there too, because it's amazing. You know, listing activity, if they receive listing updates, all that would be in here. Add home value. This is actually a brand new feature that they just added. So they're seeing it just as quick as I am. All right, so we'll have to cover this in another session. I don't know what there was. There we go. Let's see what it does. Brand new, guys. Okay, so they're now going to receive home value updates on 55 Richard Street. So they're actually going to send them an email weekly with newly listed properties and recently sold homes that are similar to that owner's home. Pretty cool feature. And that's
Rob, where is that coming from again? I'm sorry, I had to walk away for a minute.
So as we scroll down through the customer's profile,
Yep.
it's right under the campaign and follow-up section.
Okay, and this is followed, this is updated by who?
Zap. So this will come directly from these Zap properties.
Okay, okay, great, thank you.
So nice little new feature.
Yeah.
New listing alerts. We're going to show you guys how to set these up in just a few minutes. But new listing alerts, this is the way to go with them. As we scroll down, auto new listing alerts. These are ones they've set up for themselves. Follow-up plans. So let's take me off of this plan. Yes, let's remove this follow-up plan. So now, let's go to follow-up plans. So if I hit add new follow-up plan, you'll see there's currently 21 different follow-up plans in here. Automated plan for new leads, closed buyer, closed renter, all that stuff, downsizing, cold seller, FSBO follow-up, all of them are right in here. So for example, for sale by owner follow-up, what you'll notice about all of these follow-ups is their actual email bodies. So one of the biggest things that frustrates me about CRMs now is a lot of the marketing in there from the drip campaign end. Although, yes, we want to sit down, we want to communicate. You can see here, this is an individual personalized email. This has the opportunity to prompt a response in a much higher manner than just a graphic image with, here's a great Caesar salad recipe. So these are plans that will actually prompt you for responses from your customers to create a conversation between clients that you may have not talked to recently. So go in and set up customers with follow-up plans. In our advanced session, we actually show you guys how to create your own follow-up plans. Underneath business, you'll see anything I've done. So you'll see I completed a showing with Rob. He requested a showing, and I've scheduled a showing. If I set him up with a listing appointment, I can do that right through here, new meeting, listing appointment. Any requests for information, listings, I can add it. Once Rob lists a property, I can add that, and this will pull in right from MLS. So if Rob listed it, I don't have it in here, obviously, because it wasn't listed. But you'd be able to match it to that customer, so I could track everything I've listed for that customer. Same thing with transactions. And then last but not least, down the bottom, you'll see history, everything I've done with Rob since I started. You can see I sent him a, text message right here. Any questions on the consumer page? And I keep looking to my left because I have my little screen with the cameras to the left, so I'm not ignoring you guys or staring off into space. But again, if anyone has any questions, please, I keep looking at the group chat as well. Nothing in there, but feel free to ask me any questions. And I understand the questions actually come after you go in there and actually start playing with this and say, oh my God, this guy was crazy. Please pick up the phone and call me then as well. It's not just while we're on the trainings. I'm here to help you guys even when you get into the software. I want to see as many people using as much of this as possible. So contact me anytime.
What is the best way to contact you? Text, email, or phone calls? What do prefer?
I love phone calls. I love emails, text as well. I mean, any way you can get in touch with me, I'll always get back to you. I always find emails the best. And, you know, phone calls, if you have questions, I'd rather just get on the phone with you and explain it to you, because a lot of this stuff I can do while I'm in between car rides. Text messages, I'm on the road a lot. So if you send me a text, I don't always get back to you right away because I am driving and I don't text while I drive. So phone call and email are always the best sources for me, but you can always text me and I'll always get back to you as well. So it's really whatever's convenient for you. All right. Any other questions, guys, before we move along? All right. Well, the next thing I want to dive into is really showing you guys how to use our new property searches on this system. So I'm just going to pull up what you're all probably using now. Unless you're brand new, that's great because you're probably not using anything yet. But what most of us use is the MLS. If anybody has ever done it for Mass MLS, I'm speaking on behalf of Mass MLS. I haven't seen New Hampshire's and Maine's enough to be able to respond to it. But from what I understand, it's kind of difficult. But Mass MLS, to be honest with you guys, I know this is being recorded, but these pages, they look like crap. They're junk. I mean, I'm not staying with this website at all. And this looks like the website we had in 2003 when people weren't even building websites. So this was advanced for back then, but now it's not very good. So when a customer comes in and gets that daily email from MLS, virtually from MLS PIN, this is what they're looking at. Nobody's staying on this page. We're going to Zillow. We're going to Redfin. We're going to Realtor.com. We're going anywhere but here. And that's what the customers did. We actually surveyed some home buyers. We surveyed 10 home buyers. 10 home buyers. All 10 home buyers had real estate agents. All 10 of those real estate agents set them up with these drip alerts. 0 out of the 10 customers actually looked at the listings on the MLS. They did one of 4 things from your email. They went to Zillow. They went to Redfin. They went to Realtor.com. And they went to Google. They actually spent more time copying and pasting the address right out of here and pasting it into Google as opposed to actually going to your MLS. So with our website, what you're going to do is, instead of driving them to that page, you're driving them. Oh. Son of a gun. I made a horrible transition right there. But now I can say it. You're taking them to this page. Oh, it's just making me look bad over and over here. Slow. There we go. So now you're coming to this page as opposed to that MLS page. So you guys can just see the difference. All the data you're giving them, all the information you're giving them. There's no comparison. So my recommendation is start setting up your new property alerts through Zap. So how do we do that? Very simple. We're going to hit more. And what we're going to do to start our process is we're going to hit more, and then we're going to click and sign in as contact. So now what you'll notice is you are now signed in as your consumer. So to begin, what I would do is I'm going to hit more filters. And I'm going to scroll down just a little bit until I see Create Advanced Search. Now you can create their search from city, zip code, neighborhood, subdivision, school district, proximity, MLS, and address. But after that big-winded version of all the ways you can search, we're going to click on city. So now, just like MLS, you'll see a nice scroll down. A lot of towns in here, so I find it easier just to do a quick search. So we'll just type in the name of the towns. Type in a few towns close to each other. We got 3 different towns. Now we scroll down. I can put in a price range. So let's say Rob's looking from $350 to 600. Get built, I could go through. You see all the criteria. Well, he wants 2+ bedrooms. I could put in keywords, and let's say he wants a single family. I can go through all the criteria here, select it all, and hit search now. So there's my search. My initial search brought in 77 properties available. So what I can do is, to set Rob up with this search, this is what you would do as the agent after completing that search. You'd simply hit recommend search. So the difference between the customer view and the agent view is, if you remember, when we were viewing my website as a consumer a little while ago, it gave me the option to save search. As the agent, you'll notice it gives you the option to recommend search. So we simply hit the recommend search. We can name that search. We can type a message to the customer, and then we simply make sure that email the customer when the search has updates is checked. And then I'd simply hit email this recommendation. This customer is now going to get automatic listing updates on this property on a regular basis, on a daily basis, or on these search criteria. Any questions on that, guys? Okay, so we're going to walk through that one more time real quickly for everybody. So what we do is, when we're in the customer to set up an auto search, we hit more and select sign in as contact. We then hit more filters and scroll down until we see create advanced search. We select our search, which we're going to select city. We can now select the towns. We're just clicking off 3 towns. Put in our criteria. Hit search now. And we hit recommend search. Any questions on that, guys? Questions going once, going twice. All right, sold. So that is how to set up an advanced search. I know once you guys get in there again, that's when the questions come. Again, feel free to reach out to me. We can always jump on one of these little Zoom webinars, one-on-one as well, if you're having troubles, and just walk through the area where you're having trouble as well. That's what I'm here to support you guys with. So just a couple other quick things before we wrap up today. What I want to show you guys really is we're going to switch over, and what I want to recommend to you, and we're going to move over to my cell phone again. Bear with me while we connect it. So what I also want to recommend to you guys is your own agent Zap app. So for the agent, you'd simply go to the App Store for Apple or Android and download the Zap app that you'll notice looks just like this. When you come in, we're going to log in. You'll notice the screen just looks like my home screen that we saw before. So we'll see requests, meetings, reminders. So let's just kind of go through these real quick. So if I hit on request, if you get any requests off your website, watch how great this is. So now you get a request for a showing. Well, typically, what would we have to do now? Well, I got to stop. I got to pull over. I got to open up MLS. I got to search MLS, learn about the property. Then I got to get the listing agent's info. I got to call them, set up the appointment. Watch how easy this is. I get a showing request. I come in here and click it. Oh, let's learn about the property. I hit the little address. I'm going right to my website to view all the data. All right here. Oh, so now I don't have to go to MLS for that. So I hit done. Now I'm back on my Zap screen. Well, there's my customer. You see request is from Rob D'Amico Jr. So I can call him and say, hey, Rob. Or I can shoot him an email or a text. Rob, when do you want to go see this? Now, underneath, we see listing agent. Oh. Someone's got a little music on. I love Boston, You're My Home, but let's finish up the training first. We're almost done. So, listing agent. I can call, email, and text the listing agent right from the app. I have yet to leave my app to set up this showing. Now, I talk to the listing agent. Great, Tuesday at 3 works. Awesome. I hit schedule. Now I can set up that scheduling like I showed you. So we're going to go Friday at 6:15. I hit save. I send him the confirmation email and text, and I hit save. Guess what? Now Rob's confirmed. Now I'm done. I hit complete, and I just set that whole showing up without leaving the Zap app. Meetings, you can see I have a showing here. I see my upcoming meetings in there. I'll see the listing agent right in there. My reminders. I live off of reminders, so I can click on a reminder. I can scroll through. I can hit call, email, text. I call them right from the app. Call them. Now I hang up. Did I reach them? Yes or no? I type in my notes. I hit save. Once I hit save, it says, would you like to set up your next reminder? All streamlined right through your app. You can find all your contacts in here. It's like a giant phone book, guys. If you have Surrey, and I don't know what they call the Android version, but I know you can talk to those phones as well. I can actually ask Surrey to call Rob D'Amico Jr. from my Zap app, and it'll actually go right into my app, get his info, and call him. You'll see your active business. I'll see requests that I have, meetings set up, reminders, but then you'll also see your listings, and you'll be able to share these right out through social media and drive traffic to your website right from your app. One other thing I want to show you guys when you're in the app under a customer, if I hit these 3 little dots here, I can add a reminder, ask for a review, send a welcome email. But what you'll notice here, share my mobile app via email and share my mobile app via text. Share my mobile app via text is the best way to get it to them because they're going to click that link right from their text message and they're right on their phone. If I hit the plus sign, I can add property insights. I can add appointments here. But the last thing I want to show you guys is adding a new contact right from your phone. This is great. Someone have a question?
I'm sorry. How do we do the share my mobile app from where? Which screen? Which button?
Oh, okay. So under any customer. So under any contact. So you'll see I'm in my contact here.
Yeah.
All I do is up at the top, you see the 3 little dots.
Okay.
I click that, and right there it gives me the option.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Good question. So, but now, one of the biggest problems I always had is you're walking around a store somewhere, you're at a party, and you run into somebody that wants to connect with you. They want to buy a house. They want to sell a house, whatever. We would then turn around, we'd write their info down, and we'd save it in our notes. We'd shoot ourselves a text message, more recently. But what happens? We forget. Well, now, anytime you're out, you run into somebody that wants to buy or sell a home. I simply go to my phone, I hit the plus sign, and I select new contact. Oh, Rob, great. Let me set you up on my website. What's your email? Boom, I throw it right in. I hit save. Great, I just sent you a welcome email. You're all set. Now that customer's already set up in my website, and I'm ready to go.
So when we save their contact information, it automatically sends out a welcome email.
It'll give you the option to. I think in the mobile app, let me just pull it up real quick. So in the mobile app, it'll give you the option when you hit save to send them the link.
Okay.
But you don't have to. But if it's someone new, I highly recommend it. The only time I wouldn't send that welcome email is if it's someone like maybe a past client you've had for a long time, they know who you are, but you want them in your CRM so you can start working them harder, but you don't want them to get this welcome email and say, what's this for? Make sense?
Yep.
All right, guys. So that is Zap. That's our basic Zap class. Before we wrap up, does anyone have final questions?
I missed the first 15 minutes of the class. Did I miss anything important that I can't figure out myself, do you think?
Nope, we just kind of gave you a basic overview, but I actually recorded today's session, and that'll be posted later tonight or tomorrow on our C21 NE training page. So let me just pull my computer back up, and we'll show you guys where to access this going forward. So if you guys go to c21netraining.com, this is where you can find our full training schedule. If you click on training videos, this is where you'll find all of our training videos. Right here, you'll see an older Zap one. This will be updated within the next 24 hours to review today's updated Zap training. So you'll be able to watch it right online at any time you'd like. Kind of like our own version of on demand. Any other questions, guys?
No, thank you, Rob. This was great.
All right, guys. Well, great class. Loved having everybody on today. If anybody has any questions, like I said, I know the troubles come after we start using it. And like I said, call me, text me, email me. I'd love to help you guys all start using this app. So whatever I can do to help you guys, please reach out to me at any time.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Have an excellent evening. Enjoy and stay warm. It's getting cold out there.
And
Thanks,
snow
man.
coming.
Shh, quiet. We don't want to talk about snow.
Tomorrow.
Right.
I know, everybody. We know snow's coming. What better time to start using Zap than a snowstorm when you don't have to go outside? You can make an excuse to stay inside and build out and set up your Zap website. What a great reason. See, the glass is always half full here at Century 21 Northeast, everyone. All right, guys. Take a great care of yourselves. Have a great evening and stay warm, everyone. Have a great night.
All right.